One. Good evening and welcome to Anime-Zing Radio here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm your host, Doug Engler. Joining me in the co-host seat, as always, is Miss Angela Rose.
Hi, everybody.
Mr. Darren Starling.
Hello.
And VTuber extraordinaire, Kaya Tianu.
Hello.
We have two special guests joining us tonight, which we're excited about. We want to welcome back Akiyo Kumi to the show. She has become a regular here. Who knows? Maybe she'll end up our fifth co-host. And first-time guest, excited to welcome another talented VTuber to the show. Please welcome SilvanusVT.
Hello, it's an absolute pleasure.
It's great to have you on. It's been fun watching a lot of your streams and stuff like that, and I'm happy to actually have you able to join us.
Oh, well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
For our viewers out there who may not know of yourselves, so I can talk honest. You can tell I worked all day, going out for a little sleep. It's going to be a fun show.
It's going to take your time.
For those of our listeners who don't know much about you, please tell everybody a little bit more about yourself.
Sure, of course. Hello, everyone. My name is SilvanusVT. I am a half-dryad demigod VTuber of nature and prosperity. You can also call me Silva if that's easier for you. A lot of people do, and that's completely fine. You will see me streaming mostly on Twitch. I do a lot of JRPGs, party games, fun, silly gacha games, collabs with friends. You'll also see some of my writing or some of my singing over on the channel as well.
Oh, I don't think I've seen the singing. I've seen a lot of the games that you play and stuff like that. I didn't know that you sang. That's awesome.
Yes.
So
I'm actually a part of Akiyo Kumi's very own epic production.
Awesome. Hello to everybody in the chat. Angelica VTuber, Kristar, it's great to see you in the chat. Hello, Sharka and John Knight. It's wonderful to see everybody in.
So, Sylvanus, you mentioned, and Mario's in the chat for the first time in a while that I've noticed. Sylvanus, you mentioned JRPGs. What's your favorite?
Ooh, okay. Good question. Absolute.
I love them.
Absolute classic. I'm trying to think of whether I want to do series or singular. Series is probably like Kingdom Hearts, just for the nostalgia. Absolutely love Kingdom Hearts. That being said, recently I played the first Trails game, Trails in the Sky First Chapter, which it had a remake recently, and I absolutely adored it. It was definitely one of the best games I played.
Ooh. See, I love Final Fantasy. Never as a franchise. Never got into Kingdom Hearts.
No,
but
that's completely fair.
But
it's a big difference.
And hello to Danielle, and Mortis has made it into the chat. Great to see everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend.
Hi, Grandpa.
Grandpa.
This is mostly for John Knight, but kind of for everybody. The final episode of My Hero Academia went up on Crunchyroll. The dub is also available, and it was actually a fun episode.
And John Knight starts up with a question from the chat for Sylvanus, asking, "Have you watched Show by Rock dub?"
Sorry, have I watched? What was it? Apologies.
An anime called Show by Rock.
Show by Rock. I don't think so. No, I don't believe so.
Are you an anime fan?
Oh, absolutely. That's a definite. But I don't think I've seen that one. I'll definitely have to take a look into it.
Show by Rock is one of my top favorite series. Definitely a top 5 of all time shows for me. It's got 4 seasons with 2 different iterations. You have Show by Rock seasons 1 and 2, and then Mashu Resh, which the picture behind us is of the Mashu Resh girls. It's music-based anime, and it's not like an idol group solo type thing. It's multi-genre. You have rock music, you have pop music, you have traditional Japanese satire, you've got techno, you've got a bunch of different genres of music. And the series is really good, in my opinion.
Well, thank you. I have to look into it.
And in fact, at Zenkai Con, I was able to get Caitlin Glass's autograph. I have a Show by Rock Japanese art book, and was able to get her autograph on one of the characters that she voiced in the show.
Oh, that sounds absolutely amazing.
So, and you can find the first 3 seasons completely dubbed, including the songs.
Oh,
Show by Rock Stars is the only one that did not get the okay to English dub the music for.
I'll definitely have to check that out. I know how rare it is for the actual songs to get dubbed.
Now, what got you interested in VTubing? What started your career?
Oh, that's a great question. For me, what got me started into streaming in general was I love experiencing stories, which is why JRPGs is one of my favorite genres. That being said, I'm absolutely terrible at actually finishing the games I start. Unfortunately, it's a bad habit of mine. So I thought, what better way to be held accountable than by other people's enjoyment being shared with me with the games? So with that, I was like, why don't I just stream them? So I ended up streaming, and I've absolutely loved it. And with how much I love anime, I was like, I can finally live my life as an anime guy. It's my dream. So here we are.
Awesome. Yeah, I say it all the time that I would like to try VTubing. It's just finding the time to get everything set up. As everybody knows, my work schedule is haywire. And it's tough to plan things, especially when half the time I don't know when I'm going to be working. Which is why a lot of times you see me pop into your stream late at night or first thing in the morning if you have a day stream or things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually like, okay, I just woke up. I have an hour to get ready for work. Let me see who's streaming. If I'm home, I'll have multiple tabs open. I'm almost as bad as Kaya with Twitch, but not quite. How many tabs do you have open, Kaya?
Just 2.
Just 2? I think I know one of the ones you have open.
No, you probably don't.
Oh, you don't have Wisp? She just went live.
No, I don't have Wisp.
I have 2 open. Angela's just shaking her head in the background.
Well, I'm shaking my head because I've got more tabs open.
I have 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 tabs open currently. Chrome loves me. But I only have sound up on this one right now. I have Twitch muted, but still lurking in friends' channels.
And here I am doing background work, getting things updated and cleaned up behind the scenes.
And of course, it's always great having Aki back with us. Always love chatting with you. You're a lot of fun to have on the show. Even when we do the unofficial, like if I'm gaming and you just come on to BS, it's always great.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Just come on, just BS with people.
Yeah.
Or put up with my BS.
That too.
Both apply.
Oh, but when it's my BS, that's when it's an issue, Aki.
Yeah, it's just like the meme. I can talk about my tits and it's quirky, but if you talk about them, then it's a problem.
You're welcome for that, by the way. You're welcome for making that for you.
You know what, Kaya? You know what? One of these days we need to have real cookies. Because John Knight in the chat says, Sylvanus, would you like some of Kaya's cookies?
That's a good question, and I think it depends because I'm looking at them now. And is it like actual normal chocolate chip, or is it oatmeal raisin? I'm going to be sad biting into it.
Chocolate chip.
Okay, then yes, I would very much like one of Kaya's cookies.
What is wrong with
oatmeal raisin's not that bad, bro.
Raisin cookies are
I hate
delightful.
oatmeal raisin.
Oatmeal raisin's not that good either.
I'm willing to eat oatmeal raisin, but there's a difference when I'm grabbing a cookie, taking a bite, and I get oatmeal raisin thinking it's chocolate chip. Those are two different things.
That just sounds like a skill problem.
No, that's fair. That is fair. If you were expecting one thing and get another, that's fair to be disappointed. But oatmeal raisin cookies are not disappointing if they're well made.
Oh, so good. And then maybe
I
if
don't
you
rate
put chocolate
raisins.
chips in them. Oh.
Oatmeal.
There's going to be so much junk food at On-Key, knowing Angela's going to make something.
To lose weight. I can't.
Angela's going to be baking stuff. Kaya's going to show up with cookies, and I'm thinking of hitting the Amish market before going out there and bringing.
Oh God!
Do I need to hit up the Asian food mart and get a bunch of Japanese snacks?
Yes,
as well.
That's what I'm going to be doing.
And then we have Aki's drinks that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
She's gonna have samples of.
Yeah, I have matcha. I've got coffee, Salvadorian coffee, and I've also got my powder drinks as well that people will be able to try.
So
we're just
bringing up fast food.
Darren's gonna show up with a whole thing of Bullberry biscuits.
Either that or chicken. Either way.
Okay. Oh Lord. Okay.
Sorry, it's a southern staple that most of y'all probably haven't tried. I know you two have, but I'm talking about everybody else.
Yes, I got to experience Bojangles while I was down there last year.
Oh, that's what you said. I couldn't understand a word he was saying, so I was trying to pick it out.
No, he's going to bring up Bojangles food.
Oh,
because it is a very much a southern staple that we don't have up here.
No, when I lived in the South, oh yeah.
But in fact, I think I have the closest Bojangles to the north near me in Reading, Pennsylvania.
And it's probably not good. No offense.
It's what did, because Darren came and visited me and I brought him to the Bojangles so he could try it. What was your opinion? Obviously not as good as Southern, but
it was close. But you see, the thing is, a lot of our stuff comes from the same purveyor. The main difference is if y'all's biscuits were made the same way that ours was, considering that's what I had. And then if they're still using the same processes as we are down south, then for the most part it should taste fairly similar, which it did, but there was a few minor differences.
It's like donkeys outside of New England.
Yes, absolutely.
Because Dunkin' Donuts outside of New England and like parts of New York taste different.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny. So, the Washington Post, I think it was, or the New York Times, one of the newspapers, like 8-9 years ago, or back when I was in high school, I forget. Anyway, they had an article trying to determine which fast food chain had the best breakfast biscuits, and Bojangles ranked near the bottom. And our senator was so mad that he basically wrote them a response saying that every single one that judged needed to have their taste buds reevaluated.
Oh,
But also, to be fair, the one they have in DC that they probably would have based it on is not a fair comparison. McDonald's was actually ranked number 1 for breakfast biscuits, which was the shocking part.
I'd haphazard a guess and say that is because there's the most of, like, there's more, McDonald's is more available across the country as opposed to what amounts to regional chains.
No, and you're correct. I'm just saying, in the general sense of things, it still wasn't a, well, like I said, he basically was trying to say they needed to have their taste buds reevaluated, because remember, we were raised on the around the home, the origin point, so of course it's going to taste different than once you go very far out of state.
Oh, I am not arguing that in the slightest.
And in the chat, hello, Silly
Silly
Skittles. Silly Skittles. Says, oh no, Darren died. How can he show up if he died? That is a long-running joke. Darren is a hardworking man, works 2 jobs, including his own landscaping company, and has the habit of falling asleep during the show, which is why he has Darren is Dead as his name.
And from John Knight, Silvanus, what would you consider your gateway anime? Since we've determined you also enjoy anime.
Oh, good. Yeah, absolutely. So if we're talking like the really like older basic stuff, like obviously Pokemon, Digimon, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Cardcaptor Sakura, I loved all of them as a kid. But the first Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, the first anime that I kind of watched, understanding going in that it was anime, was probably Yu Yu Hakusho. That was my first, and I absolutely adored it.
Just to get something established here, am I no longer the youngest, or am I still the youngest?
If this is a question about me, I promise you I'm one of the older ones here.
So I'm still the youngest.
I assume so.
That'd be my guess.
I believe you are still the youngest.
And if I remember correctly,
I'm still the oldest.
yeah, and I think that's you and me.
Which I laugh because Aki had joined me on a gaming stream, and I found out that Aki is somewhere in her 20s, but I still think she is a tiny bit older than Darren.
But yeah, we figured out there was an age difference discussing the whole we come from the same hometown but didn't live there at the same time.
Yep. Yep.
And I know, Aki, you had made an announcement on your channel about you have new merch coming out. We were talking about how you're going to have drinks at Anki. One of the fun things of her merch that she's coming out with is she's going to have some tumblers or mugs with her likeness on. So now you can drink Aki at Anki.
Spill the tea, girl.
Oh shit. Yeah, so I am partnering with Cat Dragons, and I'm gonna have a bunch of new merch that's including new posters, a acrylic tumbler. I'm gonna try getting a mug, but we're gonna see if I can get there. Actually, let me pull it up. I was just looking at my merch stuff. I'm gonna have a candle. I'm gonna have a desk mat, so an actual like full-size desk mat, the small mouse pad. I'm gonna have an acrylic standee. I'm I'm also going to have, I know a lot of people are going to like this, I'm going to have a Dakimakura pillow. For those who do not know what a Dakimakura pillow is, it is a body pillow with risque art.
There you go, Darren.
Yep.
There you go. You get to sleep with Aki.
So just think about it. You can sleep with Aki. You can drink from Aki. You can smell like Aki.
Oh, God. Let's
So,
I'm also going to have a 3D Booba mouse pad made soon too.
I was already told by the wife I cannot get that.
Oh, no. Oh man. Yeah, I think that's it really for like big merch items. I'm gonna have a huge standee, like a life size standee at Anki if people want to auction it.
one step
I'm really
shy
gonna
of a
have to,
figure, you can't get much bigger.
Huh?
What was that, Darren?
I
Sorry, I
said
interrupted. Go ahead.
no, one step shy of a figure, you can't have much better lineup of merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Aki gets a figure. It's over. My bank account gone.
That's my next step. I'm working on it.
It's like the meme, shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
Yes. But damn, Aki, I'm gonna have to thank you. You're going to be like the sole reason I don't get carpal tunnel. Then.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we need to have merch done of all of us and
At
make
some-
show stuff.
I think Doug's mentioned that before.
Yeah, I've been talking with Kaya a little bit about looking into it. Also got to see about talk with the wife about getting the logo updated and everything. With the new Anime-Zing radio logo with our mascot and stuff. I also have to get new business cards made up, table drop, everything to be ready for Anki and when all the chaos happens in November. Also looking forward to Animate Philly that'll be going to in October. Possibly Colossal Con East for a day if I have a day off. I can't take any more time off from work, but if I happen to have a time off, but
Hello, Flock. Good to see you.
hello, Flock, welcome in.
Yeah, no, right now for the rest of the year, it's pretty much my time off is already allocated, and the only events I think I've got for the year is Anki because it's local and PAX Unplugged because, well, that's what I do.
And I know Anki just put their pre-reg live, so if you're interested in re-registering for Anki, head over to Anki.com. You can pre-reg there. Also find them on X. I did share their link on my Facebook page, so be sure to check them out. We'd love to see everybody there. It looks like the entire AZR staff is going to be in attendance, or hosting staff, I should say. I know my wife and daughter, unfortunately, are not going to be able to make it because of school. But
I will be showing up after work on Friday.
Well, that's awesome.
I know Kaya will be there, I will be there, and Darren is working on making sure he can come as well.
From the sound of it, I will be there.
Yay!
And I had something I wanted to talk with you about, Darren, after the show in regards to Anki. So
Yes, I also wanted to talk with you about that. So
sounds good.
Okay. Alrighty then.
But John Knight in the chat says, Sylvanus, have you watched Bocchi the Rock?
Ooh, so the answer is yes, Sint. I have seen like the first 2 episodes, but I unfortunately lost track because the people I was watching it with had to take a break from Discord, and I never really got back into it. So I've seen like the premise of it, but I haven't actually seen the whole anime. But it was very good from what I saw.
I have my share of those shows.
Yeah, it's really tough trying to get people together for even just a seasonal anime for like a short run of like a season, basically, to
That's
get together consistently.
hence my husband and I are 3 weeks behind on anime. Granted, some of it's just travel and other things, but you know.
I caught up with some. That's why I didn't join right away.
And Flock of Miscreants says they've been watching Solo Leveling during anime nights. Very enjoyable. I've heard good things, but I've also, based on what all of my friends have said about Solo Leveling, I've kind of determined that is one of those not for me shows. I don't know about the rest of you.
Flock is referring to my anime nights, and yes, we have been watching. Well, how I do it is one seasonal anime that's currently airing. So we watch one episode of that every week, and then another anime that we binge watch a couple of episodes of. So the binge watch is Solo Leveling, and the currently airing anime is Petals of Reincarnation that we started. I have enjoyed both actually a lot. Solo Leveling is definitely one that I went in thinking, wow, a lot of people are hyping this anime up. I doubt it's going to live to that hype. And I went in, and it definitely wasn't like the second coming of Jesus that people kind of made it out to be, but it was still really good. Like, I definitely still see what people are getting at.
I didn't get into Solo Leveling. That one wasn't on my radar. From the synopsis I read, I was like, it just doesn't feel like a me show.
No, I get that. It's definitely a very niche audience it's going for.
And Mortis VT says, current one I've been watching here and there has been Hell's Paradise, to be honest. Pretty good so far, 10 episodes in, though I should continue watching the Apothecary Diaries. Yes, you should. Apothecary Diaries is one of my top all time. So good. Cannot recommend that one enough.
And if I remember correctly, I think I know a certain Fox VTuber that was planning on starting watch nights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
I have not seen Apothecary Diaries yet, but I've heard no.
Guess what? Clear up your fucking Wednesdays, because that's what you're doing with me.
Wow.
Okay.
You know what? And then let us know what you think, because Apothecary Diaries is just so good.
Apothecary Diaries is just, as I said before, it's a show that you could recommend to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's really something in there for everyone. I'm not going to list it off like I did before, and Aki knows what I was talking about.
Yeah, God.
But it is such a good show, and Mamao is just one of those characters that she's a very strong female character without being like overly sexualized, which is rare to find in anime nowadays.
So, and Sharka agrees with us. So we have a 3D, so you can, in the very back corner of the room, you can see the 3D printer. And let me see if we can get that close enough.
Oh, that's so pretty. I try not to look at your camera because the red light is blaring right at us.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably try and fix that, but I didn't realize that was going to be an issue. But yeah, husband 3D printed me the hairpin.
That's cute.
That's awesome.
Someday, I will make her outfit for myself.
You'll never see me dress up as Jinshi, though.
Not even for me.
No, I'd rather dress up as a frog.
Yes,
Dude.
do it.
And anybody who has seen it knows the joke.
Yeah.
I just think
Ah.
of Sergeant Frog.
And see, for me, given that we just watched the last episode of the bonus episode of My Hero Academia, that's where I went with Frog.
Too many frogs in anime, apparently.
Mhm.
What was great was at Zenkai Con, my wife and I had gone to an Apothecary Diaries panel with Caitlin Glass and Emmy Lowe. And Emmy brought up the frog during the panel, which had everybody cheering.
Oh,
And for those who don't know, Emmy is the voice of Mao from Apothecary Diaries. And Caitlin Glass had a small role. She was Mao's mother, the one that was sick in the...
Yeah, Fengxing.
Yeah.
And
Aki was right there with the name. I'm like, I forget the name. Aki's just
No.
like, that's a true fan right there.
one of the press interviews I got to do during Anime Boston was actually with the creator of Apothecary Diaries.
oh wow.
I wish I could have gone, but as we mentioned before, Anki was taking precedence this year. My sole Massachusetts trip. It'll be my first time back to Mass, and since Baby Beard was there, what was that 24? So 2 years.
I think so. No, yes, because that was it would have been 24 because we met them right before the spring before we went out there.
Now, what other kind of games do you like to stream, Sylvanus? I forget what you've been playing recently. I've seen like 3 or 4 different games that have been really popular on Twitch.
Oh yeah. Currently we've been playing Tales of Arise, which I had started before but never got to finish. So I'm really excited to actually move forward in that one. We are
That is
also playing.
such a good game. I played that when it came out.
Yes, I cannot wait to actually finish it. And I love the voice casting in it. The entire cast is stellar.
I will agree with that, actually.
I am also playing Hades for the first time. I never played either Hades or Hades 2. I watched a friend play some of Hades 2. It looked really fun. So I decided to start from the beginning, and that's been a blast. In addition to that, I have been getting into Wuthering Waves, which I've been enjoying, definitely as a gacha. And there was one other... the other ones are kind of like not really JRPGs. I do enjoy like Overwatch and Marvel Rivals from time to time. So yeah, that's basically what most of my schedule has been taken up with the past few days.
And
So-
have you been sucked into Fortnite?
Not yet. Aki has been making a pretty steady push on getting me into Fortnite. She did eventually, as of Friday, get me to download Fortnite. I have not opened it, but it is now on my computer.
Hey, so what are you doing tonight after this?
Oh god.
Oh, God. So my question to you is, have you played any of the other Tales games?
Yes, I haven't played the older ones, which I heard are like some of the better ones in the series. So I'm really excited to play those, especially since I think a good few of them have been getting remasters, like Symphonia and Vesperia, I think. Go ahead.
Vesperia was my introduction to the franchise, and my friend and I actually did cosplays from that way back when.
Oh wow, okay. So yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about a lot of those ones, but the two that I have played are Zestiria and Berseria, which I did really enjoy as well.
Yeah, from everything I have seen, the franchise as a whole is fantastic. You will enjoy the rest of Arise. I did when I played it.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yay.
And you said you play some gacha games as well. What are some of the gacha games that hook you in?
So I am currently actively playing Wuthering Waves, Grand Blue Fantasy, and Fire Emblem Heroes are the three that I mainly play. The latter two are definitely a little more niche compared to the other gacha games. I definitely have played and will probably someday return to Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. I have definitely put way too much money in them to give them up completely. But otherwise, I do know the new gacha game Neverness to Everness came out recently. I'm definitely interested in trying it, but I haven't gotten a chance to yet. So that might have to be put up onto the schedule soon.
I played it. Was it Thursday? It came out Thursday or Wednesday? So I played it Thursday night on stream for about 2.5 hours. Kaya joined me on that and helped me figure some things out and told me some stuff I shouldn't do, which could have ended up me getting arrested.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, there's mechanics in it where, like, you can walk around a town, and if you hit the wrong button, you swing your sword or whatever weapon you have, and if you hit somebody, you can get warrants and you can get arrested and thrown in jail. And I think, Kaya, you said that you ended up in jail in your game.
Yeah, I spent like over an hour getting out.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to escape. I could have just spent like 7 in-game days there and they would have let me out, but
7 in-game days is insane.
I'm not doing it easy. Oh god.
And half of like the 2.5 hours, like I think the first 45 minutes was just the tutorial, in which I walked around and I think I complimented the background art and some of the stuff that most people don't pay attention to, including like reflections and stuff like that. I was like, this just looks fantastic. It's not my normal style of game, but this looks amazing and that looks amazing. And so graphics wise, it's really, really good. And it helps when you pay attention to the whole screen, as I found out. I think I went through like 4 battles and then realized, oh, if I hit Q and E, I have special moves too.
Yes, those probably do help you in the battles.
It's like, oh, if you hit this button, you can dash. And if you hit this button, it's like, oh, okay. It helps to read and it helps to, pay attention to the whole screen, not just a small portion. And Sharka in the chat says I play Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, and Twisted Wonderland.
That actually reminds me. You talking about possibly getting thrown in jail in Neverness to Everness reminds me that I did play Honkai Star Rail like the night they came out on debut, and I was one of the first people to ever discover that it has a bad ending at the very beginning of the game, where it basically is like you don't play the game. Like the game ends. And I was like, I was so confused at the time. Especially, I got really scared because this is a little story. It basically is like, hi, you don't go on an adventure. You just stay where you are and you live a pretty not great life. And then it ends the game and puts you back onto the login screen. I was like, oh, that's scary. But I'll just go back in and everything will be fine, right? And I tried to go back in and my game crashed. And I was like, is the game not letting me go back in? Is like my account locked out? It was not. My game just crashed, but it was like super scary because I was like, I already got a 5-star. Please let me back.
Hello, it's Fire. Welcome to Anime-Zing Radio. Tonight we have two guests joining us, including Akiyo Kumi, VTuber extraordinaire, and SilvanusVT, both from the Astrae agency.
Hello, hello.
Or as Akiyo likes to call it, the Astrae agency. Mir will love that one. Block, clip that.
I mean, Mir says it wrong too sometimes. He'll go Astraea.
I'd say, like, for me, I played a very little bit of Genshin when it first came out, but part of that was because I had voice actors from the game coming on, and I wanted to have knowledge of the gameplay before talking to them about it.
Oh, okay.
So I have probably about an hour and a half into maybe between an hour and a half and 3 hours. I think I played a little bit more after the fact, and then work got in the way. The only other gacha game that really hooked me in was Uma Musume, which I know a lot of people got sucked into that, although I have not spent any money on gacha games. Which I know is hard to believe, but they
You're
like Uma
stronger than
Musume.
most.
Uma Musume has not lured me in to spend money. Although I'm not opposed to donations.
Bringing this back to anime, John Knight in the chat says, Sylvanus, have you seen Kaiju 8?
So I have not seen the anime. I have seen some of the clips from the dub, just because I've heard it's a really good dub. So I did watch like a small compilation, and it is, at least from those clips that I showed, it was a pretty good dub. I haven't seen the show though. It's something that is on my list. I've heard pretty good things about it, so I'm pretty excited to actually get into it.
For what it's worth, I watched all of it. Granted, I watched it subtitled as opposed to dubbed, but the show is really good.
Okay. That's good to hear. I can't wait to see it.
I'm talking dub anime. Of course, the question always has to come up. Have you seen Ghost Stories dub?
I have not. I have only, again, seen clips and compilations of the Ghost Stories dub, but that is definitely, there is no better word to describe it than an infamous dub.
Infamous is definitely,
That's a good way to put it.
yeah.
That's being polite. In the word, I think in the words of Greg Ayres, who is one of the voice actors in the original, when asked if that could fly today, oh hell no.
Oh hell no. We were just talking about another show, not anime, but kind of anime adjacent, that would also not fly today. Because one of my friends finished watching Total Drama Island for the first time because they had never seen it. So I was like, you should watch Drawn Together if you have not seen Drawn Together. And God, that show would also not survive today.
I wonder if something like Beavis and Butthead would survive. Shaking the head from Aki.
No.
I didn't know.
Mel Brooks as well.
Yeah. His Mel Brooks stuff was just like the classic comedy of I just don't care. I'm going to poke fun at anything and everything equally.
Yes.
Which I think is the right way to do it. Is you don't single out any one thing. You just make fun of everything as a whole. That way you can piss everybody off at the same time.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. Like Blazing Saddles could not get made today.
I don't know if you could get away with Robin Hood Men in Tights today either, with some of the stuff that went in there.
I mean, even Spaceballs, I feel like is a maybe.
I'm excited about the second one. The fact Rick Moranis came out of retirement to be in this movie says a lot about it.
Yeah, it does. But hello, all these new people in chat, and what have I stumbled in on? Random chat, quite literally.
Yeah, we have turned into our typical random anything goes kind of talk.
Yeah.
Now, Savannah, since this is your first time on the show, what are some of the VTubers that inspired you to get into the world of VTubing? And also tell everybody a little bit more about your model, your persona here.
Sure, of course. Definitely some of my VTuber inspirations have got to be probably number one, Amelie/Monarch. I've loved her since literally probably about a decade from watching just her anime song covers. So even before she was a voice actor, even before she started VTubing, I've loved her content. And when I found out she was a VTuber, I immediately jumped on getting some of her signed merch from her debut stream. So she is definitely a huge inspiration for becoming a VTuber. Sayu as well. Alejandro Saab is absolutely amazing. There are quite a few of the Hololive girls that have shown me how fun VTubing can be and really made me want to try to get into this. As for my model personally, art is done by the unbelievably talented Somi Reborn, who I absolutely recommend to everyone. Rigging is done by Bailey Studios, who have done an amazing job helping bring this vision to life. I am in lore a son of a Greek dryad and the Roman deity Silvanus, who is the actual god of nature and prosperity for Rome. I changed my name because their name is typically spelled with a Y. Mine is an I, so it's Silva, like silver, like my hair. I know I am so clever. But yes, in lore, I am the son of the Greek dryad and the Roman deity. Um, my mother died from an unknown illness at the time, and I am currently a traveler as I do not get along with my father, since he wants me to succeed him as the next Roman deity. But I have no interest in that. I simply want to learn more about the world and not be tied down to a single region.
That is really cool. So much thought going into the backstory there.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And
It was definitely a lot of fun bringing it all together.
Did it take you a long time to come up with the backstory and the lore for your character? Or I don't think I have a character in mind, but I have no lore or anything to go with them. Like, I just think this would be a cool idea.
Did it take a long time? I would say yes, on and off. I definitely didn't spend okay, I'm going to figure this out and sit down and over a course of a week or two, spent time making sure everything kind of lined up. I probably created the idea about 2 years before actually debuting, and then over the time of actually creating the model, getting all the money together, working with the artists and the riggers, I kind of finalized things as time went on.
And the model looks fantastic, and I love the bird on your shoulder.
Thank you. His name is Voltaire. He and I both decided that we should probably dress up for this very kind invitation we got for this event.
We are excited that you were able to join us. Just hope that Aki didn't beat you up too much to make you show up.
No, absolutely not. I was incredibly honored that she invited me to be on the podcast with you guys.
Because I enjoy coming into the streams when I can, and everybody should go definitely check out Sylvanus's Twitch channel. Always playing good games, stuff like that. And who knows, maybe one of these days you can catch him on Aki's channel playing Fortnite.
Please.
Oh, no.
She's trying to get me to get
Why
Fortnite too.
Listen, it's my goal to get my own skin on Fortnite, okay? I gotta get out there.
Gotta get out.
I think I had mentioned before, but one of my best friends, his younger son, has a skin in Fortnite.
Come on, man. I just
And
want my own skin.
And he was like 14 when it happened.
What the hell?
I
I'm 26. I want my own skin.
I forget the name of the character, but it was the character that had like the two-tone skin.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
But it was like one of the early ones that came out. So this had to have been like 5-6 years ago. I think I was either still living in Massachusetts at the time or had just moved to New York when I first heard about it. So it's been a while. I forget how long Fortnite's actually been out. It's been out a while, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And John Knight in the chat says, Sylvanus, have you watched My Hero Academia dub?
Yes, I have. I did not complete the series dubbed. I think I watched the first 2 seasons. I don't think I watched season 3 dubbed. But I did watch the first 2 seasons dubbed. I liked it so much that I went over to the subbed because I didn't want to keep waiting extra time. And I eventually did the same thing after watching it subbed. Was like, I don't want to keep waiting. So I read the manga instead. So I do like My Hero Academia a lot. I did enjoy the dubbed that when I did see it. Both the voice actors for Deku and Bakugo was so good. All Might as well. All 3 of them did a stellar job.
The voice acting was fantastic. I'm one of those people that if I see a similar storyline rehashed over and over again in one, and I have to specify in one series, I lose interest. Which is why I can't get into a lot of shonens and stay with them for a long time. Fairy Tail, I dropped it about 140 episodes. My Hero, I dropped in season 4. And the reason I specify in one title, I'm isekai trash, so I watch a lot of, isekais that is carbon copy BS, but you have a new cast of characters every time. Sometimes the subject matter changes, and sometimes you end up with a reincarnated as a vending machine.
You know what? As the resident, I watch more shonen than anybody else. I will say that yes, a lot of them are to some degree cookie cutter and cliche, but some of them are better binge watches than week to week. Because if you watch them week to week, half a season is effectively one big fight scene for some of them.
Yeah.
And with exposition, with a whole lot of exposition at either end. And something like that is better as a binge watch. But
I can agree with, there are some shows that are better to binge watch because especially when there's seasons, when I'm watching like 14 shows, sometimes it's hard to keep up with everything when you're going week to week. And it's easier just to sit there and be like, I'm just going to watch 5 episodes and catch up on this and then don't really know what's going on with the story.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, there's isekai where you can just kind of watch a couple episodes here or there and pretty much know what's going on because it's a carbon copy of about 10 other isekais.
And most of them aren't even that good.
That's okay. Sometimes I just like the stupid humor. And then there's ridiculous reincarnation. All I will say is you need to watch one episode. That's all I'm asking because I want to get your opinion on just the first episode.
I know I agreed to do this. However, one episode might be all you get out of me.
One episode from after watching what I've seen of the show, one episode is all we need.
Okay.
I'm catching up, I promise, okay?
I suppose. Well, the one show I'm caught up with right now is Scum of the Brave.
I just got caught up on Vending Machine season 3. And what was the other one I watched?
We did watch another episode of Witch Hat Atelier.
Oh, that's one that I started with my wife. I need to watch some more of.
Well, we had watched episode 1 before, or right around the time it came out, and then we went away and all the things, and that's the one that we started catching up on.
I am only caught up on The Angel Next Door season 2, and I was in the middle of trying to watch. I was gonna try and catch up on all of Mistress Canon is Devilishly Easy, but I ended up splitting it in between that and Wistoria, Wand and Sword, excuse me.
Oh, that's the one I need to catch up on is Wistoria.
About to say, so far, fire. They went really hard in the first part of the season. I'm kind of shocked.
Did you watch today's episode?
No, I'm only 2 episodes into it because the reason being is because I watched episode 0, which was the recap. So that took a little time away from actually watching into the season.
The one that you are caught up on does not surprise me in the slightest.
Look, The Angel Next Door is basically taken wholesome and redefined it. Take the most wholesome romance anime you know, and it has replaced it. So, Doug, what was the last wholesome anime you watched for romance? Was it Tonikawa?
I did start Tonikawa, and I think I dropped it.
I thought you said it was your wife that dropped it.
I think we both did.
Okay, so there was one that I feel like you watched a romance anime that you claimed was wholesome. I'm just trying to remember which one it was.
I don't remember.
But anyway, Angel Next Door is right up there with Dangers in My Heart. So,
I'm going to go out on a limb and say the last wholesome romance I watched would be Signs of Affection. But because the last couple of actual romance anime I watched, definitely I would not call wholesome.
some of my favorites are anything but wholesome.
And
But
I know that things are time crunch for Aki and Sylvanus. You guys have to get running here. I want to thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
you.
It's been a blast.
And we look forward to chatting with you guys again.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And before we let you go, chance to promote yourself. So we call this our shameless plugging section. Sylvanus, feel free to tell everybody where they can find you on social media, watch your streams, and everything else.
Yeah, of course. The best place to find me will be either on Twitter/X or Twitch. On Twitter and X, it is the tag at Sylvanus. Silva Zylander. My bad. I was confusing it for another one. And if you want to catch me on Twitch, that will be SilvanusVT.
Awesome. And Aki, of course, shameless plugging for you as well. I know how much you like to promote yourself.
Oh yeah, right. All right, my name is Akiyo Kumi, 18 plus Kitsune VTuber. I stream on Twitch as well as Fansly doing NSFW content, and you can find my website at akiyokumi.card with 2 R's.co.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and wish you the best on everything. Look forward to seeing your streams throughout the week and chatting with you when we can.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Definitely. Have a wonderful night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
And that was Sylvanus and Akiyo Kumi joining us. It was great to chat with them. I hope everybody had fun. It's great to have everybody have the gang back together. Things feel a little bit... So, I'm not sure if things feel off tonight because it's the first time in a long time we've been back together, or...
Just a little.
There we go.
And you won't have me next weekend.
No Kaya next weekend.
What's gay?
I should be around based off of my schedule.
Next Sunday is Mother's Day, for what that is worth.
Already?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, damn.
If everything goes according to plan, which it almost never does, I should be here.
Okay, so not counting on it. Right? No, ha. Okay.
Sorry, I was reading something.
No, I'm just kind of not disagreeing. Mwah.
Well, damn.
And John Knight in the chat says finished Trigun Stargaze dub in 3 days. Great way to end the Trigun anime series.
I have not finished that yet. It is the sequel. It is the part 2 of Trigun Stampede, and that's one that just due to everyone's schedules, because we've been watching that with a couple of other folks, so we're not finished. Because one of the people we were watching it with basically had to work a ton of overtime.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yes, you do.
I think Darren knows that feeling as well.
Oh, I think all 4 of us know that feeling quite well.
And John Knight says April 23rd marked the 5th anniversary of the Demon Slayer movie, Mugen Train dub. It's crazy looking back. Even going back to like 2020, I think there was a show that Darren and I and Kaya had looked back at that anime from like 2020 and the shows that had come out, and it's like both Fury is 6 years old now, and just a bunch of stuff that was it's like, damn, there was some really good shows that came out back then.
Well, I know one of the ones that came out during that period was Nier.
And Far.
But I'm saying. Tomorrow is the 10th. Speaking of anniversaries, tomorrow is the 10th anniversary of My Hero Academia dub. Good Lord. And I think, yeah, My Hero is one of the early seasonal ones that husband and I started watching together. And we binged a chunk to catch up. And then actually stayed with it week to week for the rest. Ow.
Where does all the time go?
I don't know.
Right out the window, if you ask Lincoln Park.
I was going to make that joke and then thought better of it.
That's what you have me for. But yeah, my mind is like not there tonight.
On.
Was it ever there to begin with, since we're going down that road?
Not normally. Sometimes it's better than others. Tonight, it's just probably because I've been up since like 2 a.m. or 4 a.m.
I have to say,
not
I'm
much
right there
sleep.
with you.
So, in other words, you pulled a Darren.
I pulled a Darren. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep while out in Maryland. Might call the show now just because I'm tired, which is unusual.
You know, I know, right? But yeah, since none of us is caught up on anime, I mean,
yeah,
I was hoping somebody was, because the sword was really good today.
And even if we are even if we were caught up, there's so little that all of us are watching that.
Or have watched.
Yeah.
Because even the other day, I took a chance. Well, I took time to catch up on anime from last season, and I ended up binging the rest of Chain Soldier, which wasn't actually half bad. I was surprised. We still haven't had any good quality ecchi anime in since the 2010s, but at the same time, at least this one made a valiant effort.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's one of the reasons why when it came time to go through and pick a show and binge to catch up, that's one of the reasons we did Scum of the Brave, because that's core 2. And I haven't completely lost the plot.
Well,
that's always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes you get to that point.
Oh, quick question. Since I know this was a topic of all of us watching, and I don't know if we followed through because I know the first episode or two took the internet by storm. Is any of us watching Marriage Toxin? Or have we started it?
No.
Okay, because apparently that one had the internet up in arms.
I don't even think that one made my list. But
I think on that note, we're going to call it early this week. Hopefully next week we'll be back and ready to go with more fun and our usual chaotic banter.
Tonight you get some subdued chaos.
You get the tired and drawn out and boring.
Yeah, John, sometimes that just happens. I think we're all at the stage of exhaustion where it's just like there's no ramble and goofiness. There's just tired.
Yeah, I definitely feel off and know that I'm not giving this the best effort that I can, and I feel bad. I apologize to everybody who tuned in, and we just kind of were all over the place. Hopefully, after I'm able to get some decent amount of rest, I can get back to the normal craziness.
You see, the worst part is I slept all day yesterday because it rained all day. And instead of watching anime, I slept all day.
That's not a bad thing. No, I think I'm still. I've been getting up at 5, so there's that.
I got home about between 5:30 and 6, took a shower, and was like, it really wouldn't be worth taking a nap before show.
And John Knight has pointed out that we don't have Ross in the chat. He's right.
Yeah, we had
Mario made an appearance, but Ross did not.
Yeah. Huh.
Maybe we didn't have Ross's chaos to keep us going.
Yeah, Ross.
Maybe.
Granted, Ross would have told us to shut up about the food at the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that was valid, though.
Agreed. But
he would have been mad that he wasn't the one that
started.
got us on the
But
topic
when
in the first place.
Darren, when you and I do that on our own, he tells us to shut up.
I know, but it's because he didn't introduce it. If he doesn't introduce the food topic, he gets mad at us.
That's okay.
But on that note, yeah, I think it is go to bedtime.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be getting ready to head to bed soon. But everybody have a good night. Thank you again for tuning in. This has been Anime-Zing Radio here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll be back again next Sunday, minus Kaya.
Yep.
Kaya will be MIA.
Yeah.
He'll be making a fresh batch of cookies for the following week.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Is Anime Boston, has it already happened or is it coming up?
Anime Boston already happened.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it got moved back to the quote unquote correct weekend or not.
It was Easter.
Yeah, so the correct weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody have a